Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I am doing amazing because not only is the Helldivers and Halo crossover amazing, but last night we hit 20,000 subscribers, which is absolutely unbelievable and I cannot thank you guys enough. And we will be doing a celebration stream at some point in the near future. I gotta figure out exactly what it's gonna look like. But stay tuned for that, it's gonna be a ton of fun, and next stop, 30K. But yeah, like I just said, the Helldivers Halo crossover is also, it's amazing. The weapons feel incredible, the armor looks great, and it actually has a good passive. Nothing is too overpriced. Like, I know some people are complaining that it's 1,500 super credits instead of 1,000, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's not harm to grind for super credits for free. And also, to my surprise, all of the items in the war bond, the weapons and the skins and whatnot, are reasonably priced. I've noticed there's kind of been an issue with certain Helldivers war bonds, especially recent ones, where a lot of stuff will just cost like over 100 medals just for a single item. But that's not the case with this war bond. The most expensive item in the Halo war bond is the pistol, which is 75 medals. So yeah, overall, I am very happy. I've been having an absolute blast getting back into the game. But of course, as with any good news or good update that comes out for a game, there has to be that small subsect of people who take a huge issue with it for no good reason. And of course, in this situation, I am talking about the PlayStation fanboys. Now, I feel like I should clarify this. I say it a lot at the beginning of my videos, but I'll say it again. I am not talking about the overwhelming majority of normal PlayStation users. I have no issue with you if you just play on PlayStation. The issue comes in when you start acting like these people we're gonna take a look at today, who are upset that Xbox players now get to play this game, because apparently PlayStation porting one of their games to Xbox is just the worst thing ever to these people. Even though the game is going to make way more money as a result of this, and even though it's going to prolong the game's lifespan because, you know, more people to play it, and it's a live service game, who would have thought? These people are such tribalists that they hate the idea of other people who don't own their platform being able to play their games. And that is what we're going to be taking a look at today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this. First up, not on Game Pass, they are not buying. Ah yes, the classic Xbox gamers don't buy games. I don't know why Sony even put the game over on the Xbox. Obviously, they just want to waste money and time on a port, right? Well, we may not have the exact Xbox sales numbers right now. However, we do have this Discord message from one of the Helldivers devs asking people to stop crapping their pants so much over the update, because Helldivers 2 cracked over 500,000 concurrent players after the game came out on Xbox. Now, obviously, a lot of that is going to be people on PlayStation and PC who are just excited for the war bond, but I would be willing to bet a large portion of those people were from Xbox. Plus, how much do you want to bet in the near future we're going to get a report coming out from like Arrowhead or somebody that, yeah, they're very happy with how it's performing on Xbox? What will the excuse be then? Who knows? Maybe they'll try to say that Xbox players are somehow pirating the game. I really don't know. Anything is possible. Alrighty, next up. Sony PS brand really lost its image as home for best exclusives. Sony already losing fans. Exclusives are already few and make matters worse. Exclusives are ported to other console and strange to a losing console, Xbox Series. There is no point of getting PS5 and PS6 in the future. Are we really gonna say this about Helldivers of all games? You know, a game that was never exclusive in the first place. It went day and date on PC and sold better on PC than PlayStation. Or are you gonna try to hit me with the, oh, it's a console exclusive? But I just love to point out that you say they're losing fans, but if they put their games on other platforms, wouldn't they then have more fans? Because then more people can buy and enjoy their games? Or do you mean they're losing fans, and by fans you mean people like yourself who are upset that people on Xbox get to play a great game? Because if that's what you mean, then you're not a fan. You're a fanboy, my guy. And I know I've said it a million times in the past, but if your whole reason to get a PS5 or 6 was because they forced you to buy it for a couple games, then that's not a good reason. I still will never understand why people unironically want to be forced to spend more money on hardware. But hey, maybe I'm the crazy one. You know what? I'm gonna change my entire stance. I wish that Sony had never launched Helldivers day and date on PC, so that way I had to miss out on the game or spend $400 to $500 on a console just to play it. How dare you, Sony? I can't believe you would do this. Anyway, what do we have next? The port begging is ridiculously funny. Xbox fanboys be like, and then it's some starving orphan. I'm sure that's from a TV show and people are gonna get mad at me for not knowing it. Now, this is funny to me for multiple reasons. First of all, call it port begging all you want. Evidently, it worked. And if the game does end up selling well on Xbox, which it seems like it is, then expect more ports in the future. Second of all, that is rich coming from a fanboy for a console, which this year especially has basically been relying on Xbox ports of games to stay, I don't know if well-fed is the right term, but you know what I mean. I mean, you guys just got Forza and Gears this year. Gears just came out yesterday, actually, and I'm sure you were celebrating that. As you should. It's great that you guys get to play those games finally. But then, of course, when Xbox players want to play a game, that's port begging. They are the ones starving for games. When Sony has put out, what, nothing this year? I mean, I know Ghost of Yote is coming out in October, but that's basically it, right? So I don't know, man. Maybe don't act like Xbox guys are the ones being starved for content when you're relying on their studio to put out games for you. And yes, that was a police siren that you just heard. That wasn't in real life. They're not coming for you yet. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Oh, I know what you did, but don't worry, I won't tell. Jeremy. What are the odds somebody named Jeremy is watching this right now and he feels extremely attacked? Be sure to comment below if your name is Jeremy and you're also on the run from the cops. Anyway, next up, unfortunately, Sony bowed to Xbox. I don't think it was them bowing to Xbox. I'm pretty sure they just saw that there was an opportunity to make money over there, and so they took that opportunity because, you know, they're a business. They want money. And on top of that, they're not gonna do a Halo ODST collab and not bring the game to Xbox. Like, could you imagine if this crossover happened, but there was no Xbox port? People would have been rightfully furious. Besides, at this point, why wouldn't they put the game on Xbox? Like, Xbox has been giving them plenty of games, including, again, Gears of War Reloaded the same day that Helldivers came out on Xbox. So what do you mean, unfortunately? You get to play Gears, Xbox guys get to play Helldivers. Both are multiplayer games which require strong communities to stay relevant long term. I'm failing to find a problem here. This seems like an absolute win to me. Alright, what do we have next? F you at Nix's Software and at Herman Hulse for devaluing the PlayStation console brand. I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. My brother in Christ, the game was already multiplat. It was already on PC. And if this was the only value you had in your console, that's a pretty worthless console in my opinion. Let me guess, you're that one guy who has like a friend and you expect that friend to hang out with only you and nobody else. Because that's the energy you're giving off right now. Not gonna lie. Plus, how dare you say F Nixes? Nixes are awesome. Nixes is awesome. I don't know, when you have a name that ends with an S, it's a little weird. Anyway, what else do we have? Worst PS Studios acquisition ever. Not Nix's fault, but there is some resentment promoting another platform slap in the face, PS fans. I don't get it. How is it a slap in the face? You guys have had the game for a year and a half. Not only are more people gonna be online now, but you're also getting an awesome new Warbond. Literally the most requested one, in fact. This whole situation is nothing but a positive. The only way you could say this is a slap in the face is if you somehow mean that in a positive way. Like, damn, they smacked us in the face with a whole lot of new content. Somehow, I don't think that's what you mean, though. I guess having more people online and getting a great collab that has great weapons and armor is somehow a slap in the face in a negative way. Can somebody please explain this to me? You know what? No, don't. I take that back. I already have a headache and I think my brain would fully melt just trying to listen to that logic. Alrighty, next up. You are the infected trash that is effing up PlayStation's IP. Filthy trash, get out. You are destroying PlayStation's identity. We don't want Xbox trash in our games. Multi-platform idiots. Oh my. Guys, I think he might be a little mad. I love how we went from somebody saying, oh, well, this sucks, but, you know, it's not Nix's fault, to Nix's, you are literal trash, you are messing up PlayStation's IP, and you are destroying the identity of PlayStation. How could you do this? That is quite a jump. And all I have to ask you is, dude, you do know that PlayStation is the one that told them to do the port, right? This is what I don't get. On so many of these videos where people are crashing out over ports, people will always blame Nix's and be like, you guys suck, why did Sony buy you? It's not like Nix's is secretly working on ports behind Sony's back, and then they're like, surprise, we have to release this now because we just finished it. No, Sony wanted this port to happen, and they told Nix's to do it. Also, speak for yourself. Don't say we don't want Xbox trash in our games. I, for one, welcome the Xbox trash, even though they're not trash. I'm sure they're all very nice people. But yeah, don't type something this unhinged and try to act like everybody who plays Helldivers feels this way. No, 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 no. We don't like you. In fact, you will be reported to our local democracy officer. Have fun at the freedom camp, idiot. Alrighty, to end this off, let's look at one that was in all caps, so this dude was yelling the whole time he typed this. Tell Hiroki that if one PS first-party single-player game goes to XFlop, me and 100% of PS main core base will leave PS and pivot to PC. 100 emoji. Hiroki Totoki need to understand and respect the PS gaming culture. 100 emoji. Sony, Hiroki, and the investors all will F around and find out. 100 emoji. The only thing they're gonna find out is that they should port more games to PC and Xbox. But please, on behalf of PC gamers, don't come over here. We don't need you over here. If normal PlayStation guys want to move to PC, you're more than welcome to. But if you're going to be this unhinged about a game port, you can stay over there. Although I will say, this dude must be very confident claiming that 100% of PlayStation gamers will move to PC if a first-party single-player game goes to Xbox. Now, I think that's going to happen, probably because, you know, the consoles keep getting more expensive, so do the games. PC's just the better platform overall, but what do I know? I'm sure everybody else on PlayStation feels the exact same way you do. But yeah, anyway guys, with all that being said, that is all I've got for this video. And to any new Xbox Helldivers who have just joined us, I sincerely hope you're having a great time. And if you haven't picked up the game, I strongly suggest it. If you like co-op shooters, or hell, if you just like shooters in general, you'll probably enjoy this game. And don't worry, like I said before, most people on Helldivers are normal. They will be very welcoming, and they would be more than happy to help you and teach you the basics of the game and whatnot. Just don't be surprised if you end up dying to the turrets in the tutorial section a couple times, because for some reason your character might automatically stand up and just get shot to death. But don't worry, it's all part of the initiation process. But yeah, anyway guys, with all that being said, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more. Join us every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on the gaming channel for gaming streams. Become a member if you want Discord access and emotes, and I will catch you all next time.